Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 weeks of that super fun Ant-Man event, along with those fantastic drop rates on the Ant-Man orbs, we are at 26 Ant-Man orbs today, and during the initial one, we opened a couple of Ant-Man orbs as well, so the total for the event was 28, and every single day, I did all of the 50 power core refreshes and all the 100 power core refreshes, so just to give you an idea of how much we invested to get 28 of these Ant-Man orbs. Now, there's a little bit on the line today, ladies and gentlemen, because we have 26, as you can see here, and every orb guarantees 5, but has a rare chance to give 10, 15, or 20 if you are super lucky. Now, we have 15 fragments already, and we need 165 in order to take Ant-Man up to a 4-star character, so you know, there's a little bit on the line today, ladies and gentlemen, because we need to get, 35 bonus shards in order to get that 4-star Ant-Man, and I really hope we can, but after, some big Thanos openings, some big Deadpool openings, those ones are pretty rubbish in terms of the bonus drop, so we're going to see what we get today, and see if these Ant-Man orbs are any better and any more generous when it comes to the bonus one. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can do this and get the 4-star Ant-Man today. So let's go for orb number 1 and see what we get. Surprise, surprise, it's just 5 Ant-Man chance there. Let's jump into number 2, and it's another stack of 5. Number 3, oh, we got our first bonus stack of 5. So we only need, 6 more bonus stacks. Right, that's it. Another one of 5. Come on, let's go. Another. Okay, we only need 5 more bonus stacks now in order to get him as a 4-star, providing that my math my math is accurate. So yeah, we're gonna have to see on that one. Okay, another stack of 5 there. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing forward. I feel like we still have 17. Okay, we only need 4 more bonus stacks. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming down to the wire now. Okay, right, that's another one. So we need 3 more bonus stacks now out of 15 orbs left. So 1 in every 5, we need to get at least a bonus stack of 5. Come on, let's see what's coming down. Oh, the last few orbs, man, haven't been super great. Okay, another stack of 5. There we go. We got a bonus stack, so we need 2 more, man. 2 more. There we go. 1 more, ladies and gentlemen. We have 9 more orbs to open, and there we go. I believe that secures us now the 4-star version of Ant-Man, but if we could just get super lucky and get anything on top of it, that would be very much appreciated. So this should take us, at the moment, exactly to 4-star. But yeah, if we could get... Oh, is that going to be a stack of... Oh, that's a stack of 15 there. Very nice. So this should... bring us 10 over here. So yeah, it seems much better drop rates, man, when it comes to the, the blue ones in these orbs, for sure, in comparison to the Deadpool and Thanos ones, which, like, almost never had any sort of bonus there. So yeah, there we go, not too bad. So 180 fragments overall. Hey, that's alright. Let's go ahead and recruit Ant-Man now, because I still haven't recruited the character, man. I wanted to save everything up for this massive opening here. Let's rank him up again, and the math, ladies and gentlemen, it checked out. It was relatively accurate here, and brings us 15 shards over. So I'm saving up the majority of my gold for Star-Lord, but I feel like we're going to take him up to, maybe level 50 for now? Yeah, I think that's a good place, because we only need about, I think it's 2 and a bit million to fully max out Star-Lord. So let's go ahead and gear Ant-Man out a little bit, and then check out his abilities and talk about kind of the character a little bit. So let's go ahead and upgrade him to tier 2. I think we might take this dude up to maybe like tier 6, tier 7, because we have so many of the green and blue ability materials that they're just, fairly negligible at this point. Like, just absolutely giant stacks, man. 700 of those. Like, we got 1,400 and a bit of those friggin' laptops, man. That's so insane. But yeah, grinded since day 1 of beta, lads. That is how it goes. And let's also have a look at as well at the difference made in terms of power index when we upgrade some of his abilities in a second. Because I think one of the interesting things potentially about Ant-Man is I was looking at his ability upgrades earlier, and they don't really seem like that effective for the character. So let's leave him at tier 5 for now, because I don't think we need to take him up any more than that. But if we have a look at the power index there, it's 2,450, and yeah, let's go ahead and just upgrade the special one to the end of the blue ability materials here. and then let's upgrade all of his abilities, and then we'll have a bit of a review and talk about, you know, exactly what Ant-Man does, and in which scenarios he might be useful, but we don't want to use any, what is it, purple ability materials on this dude. Let's get his Stomp upgraded, which has arguably one of the coolest animations in the entire game. But anyway, in terms of what Ant-Man does, so we have his first attack, which attacks the primary target for 210% damage, plus copies a positive effect from the target to self and clears the copied positive effect. So I think this maybe is a little bit comparable to like Black Widow's basic attack, but Black Widow copies all of the effects and clears them, but she does require stealth in order to have that active. But whenever you use the special one, you pretty much have stealth anyway. So yeah, this is all right, but you know, I think what is it? Black Widow in comparison is much better for this piece of utility. However, Ant-Man's added bonus with the Wasp is also Wasp will gain the copied effect as well, which is a bit of an interesting one, I think. And I think some of the highest value ones could be stuff like Death Proof and also Offense Up. So in certain matchups, you know, that might be a little bit useful there. We also have the second one, which attacks the primary target for 160% damage, plus always applies ability block, and this attack cannot be dodged or blocked. If it could not be resisted as well, I think that would be super useful, because I feel like this still can be resisted. However, I think one of the very interesting things about this ability is when you're upgraded to level 6, the ability block can last for 2 turns. So in a certain matchup, if there's like a really big character where you can fairly reliably apply this to, I don't know, that might be quite useful. If like, you know, it's for example like a massive quake, and maybe the threat of the fight is her using her earthquake or something like that. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that one, but hey, 2-turn ability block might be a little bit useful sometimes. And then we have Ant-Man's ultimate ability, which I think is it could be a little bit better. So it's attack all targets for 110% damage, plus apply slow to all targets, and if Wasp is ally, deal an additional plus 20% damage to all targets. But I feel like there's a really good case just in terms of balance for making this ability like significantly stronger, because I feel like this is, you know, if you look at like Quake's Earthquake, that has really sick damage and applies offense down to every single opponent, or is it 5 or every single? It might be 5 actually, but I don't know, I feel like the damage is just a little bit too low on this one, and if the slow was 2 turns, might be a little bit more effective as well, because I think that's one of the biggest downsides for a 1-turn slow, is that you know, as soon as the enemies get to their next turn, which often is quite soon, then that slow is made fairly redundant. And if you've played a lot of single target 1-turn slow apply characters like Korath and Black Panther, I think you practically see that 1-turn slow is not always that useful. So yeah, I think there's a case for maybe, you know, either increasing the damage of this, or if they really want to make Ant-Man like a die-hard control champion, I think a 2-turn slow isn't, you know, for the ability energy cost as well, it's like, it's 6 as well, so it's very expensive. So yeah, I personally think this one could be buffed a little bit. It could be a little bit of a better ultimate ability in my opinion. And then finally we have his passive ability, which is on spawn, apply evade to Wasp if she's an ally, and on turn 10% chance to gain evade, plus 5% chance to gain assist next. So yeah, I think the combo with Wasp there is pretty good, but in terms of like you know, actually getting some benefit out of the on-turn evade or assist, like, it's a really weak passive ability that isn't very unreliable at all. So yeah, I don't know, I'm not wholly convinced when it comes to a lot of Ant-Man's abilities, and I've seen some gameplay from other top players for Ant-Man, and nobody's really that fussed about the character, because I feel like he does a lot of stuff, but he doesn't really do anything the best, and I don't think he has kind of a powerful enough arsenal to make him really a top-tier character at the moment. But yeah, I'm interested to see if there are any combos that come up for Ant-Man, but I think, you know, his just utilities are a little bit down there, and there are a lot of characters that can do stuff that Ant-Man does even better and even more effectively. So yeah, I'm not really too sure, but however, ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly go into one of the campaigns to test out a little bit of Ant-Man gameplay. Maybe the level 43 one, bring in a little bit of Ant-Man here. Actually, this one's pretty stacked in terms of the opponents. Should we fight all the Ant-Man? Actually, that one's going to be the one where you have Wasp there. So let's go in and fight this Hydra one here. Let's smash that one in. And let's bring Ant-Man in, maybe with a couple of support characters as well. So let's bring in Ant-Man. Let's also bring in Groot that we got the other day as well, because he is a fairly low power level. Just need to find Groot in my roster. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be a while before, I end up upgrading both my Groot and my Ant-Man. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of an interesting one to keep an eye on. And finally, we'll get a little bit of shield security in the mix as well. So this is a very, very odd team. I wanted some characters that will maybe make Ant-Man shine a little bit. But yeah, we'll see what happens in this one. And hopefully this should be a bit of an interesting matchup here. Okay, Cable, do we want to use ability block? I don't think there's any need first turn. I think we'll just hammer in initially on the crossbones here. And also, we do have Wasp now as just a part of this, mission here. So that evade at the start is pretty damn nice. But there we go, let's fire off that ultimate. And as you can see, you know, we've got slow on all the opponents, but as I said toward the start of the video, it's not really that effective because a lot of them are just about to have their turn as well. So yeah, if that was a little bit better, if it was a 2-turn slow, man, I feel like there's a very strong case of Ant-Man's current power level to make it a 2-turn slow, and I feel like that would help the character out significantly. Right, can we get Wasp's ultimate on the next turn? Oh, we can get Vision's ultimate, man. This is going to be awesome. Okay, absolutely nuking through the opponents there. Clean stuff up with a little bit of Wasp there. And let's go ahead and just go for the second ability here. But I must admit, I really, really do love the animations of Ant-Man and Wasp. I feel like they look really, really cool. Right, let's go ahead and get him down, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And also, just to finish this video off, because I feel like I always forget to do this, just want to quickly check out his base stats as well. Obviously, it's going to be hard to compare a lot of the values like attack and health to some of the top characters. However, I want to see if there's anything that's really standing out with this dude. His power level, I mean, nothing really is popping out at me at the moment. His speed also being 100 is like fairly average as well. So yeah, I just think there's maybe a little bit of a comparison. I don't know, he kind of has a lot of stuff that other characters do, but I think, you know, Black Widow, Quake, and Vision maybe make this character like a little bit redundant at the moment, but I think there's some stuff that could be done just in terms of his abilities, just to tweak him up and make him a little bit more effective. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what are your initial impressions on Ant-Man? If you've unlocked the character, have you been running him in any team combos or setups? And yeah, have you found any kind of good uses for him so far? I'm very, very interested to find out. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, feel free to smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.